Today I'm reading about the pattern of blood flow through the cardiovascular system from my biology textbook, 8th edition. The pattern of blood flow through the cardiovascular system. The heart pumps blood through two circuits simultaneously. The pulmonary circuit, where blood picks up oxygen and gets rid of CO2, and the systemic circuit, where oxygen is used and CO2 waste is produced. Let's follow the flow of blood through the system, starting with the return of blood to the heart from the systemic circuit. Deoxygenated venous blood returns to the heart and enters the right atrium. From there it passes through the right atrioventricular valve into the right ventricle. The right ventricle pumps blood through the pulmonary semilunar valve into the pulmonary trunk, leading to the lungs. The pulmonary trunk divides into the right and left pulmonary arteries, which supply the right and left lungs, respectively. Blood entering the lungs passes through the pulmonary capillaries. This is where gas exchange occurs. Blood gives up CO2 and receives a fresh supply of O2 from the air we inhale. The freshly oxygenated blood flows into the pulmonary veins, leading back to the heart. On returning to the heart after its trip through the lungs, the now oxygenated blood flows into the left atrium and then passes through the left atrioventricular valve to enter the left ventricle. The left ventricle pumps the blood into the aorta. Some of the blood travels up the main arteries to the head and upper body, and the rest passes down the aorta to the torso and lower limbs. Upon arrival at the capillaries in the systemic circuit, blood delivers O2 to the tissues and picks up waste CO2. Then it returns to the venous system, eventually making its way back to the great veins that enter the heart. Note that for every one trip around the body, the blood passes through the heart twice. Once as deoxygenated blood destined for the lungs, and once as oxygenated blood to be delivered to the systemic circuit. Deoxygenated blood passing through the right side of the heart never mixes with oxygenated blood passing through the left.